Hello and welcome to another video blog from home. Today on A Vogel Talks Menopause, I'm going to be talking about how do you prevent bone loss. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. Bone loss is a worry for many women, and I get asked so many times about the best way to look after our bones through and after the menopause. How can we do this naturally? The problem is that the NHS here in the UK has said that you can lose up to 20% of your bone mass during and post-menopause. So it's a really important issue here. There are a number of things you can do, and what I thought today is I would just look at ways that you can tweak your diet and your lifestyle to help to support your bone health. One of the main reasons we lose such a lot of our bones during and post-menopause is that to do with the falling estrogen. Estrogen is a bone protector. It helps to keep our bones strong and stable, but when our estrogen starts to fall, this can have a detrimental effect on calcium absorption to the bones, and also the fact that our digestion can get a bit weaker and the minerals and the vitamins that we need for bone health may not be quite so readily available for us. We've also got the factor that if we put on weight during the menopause, this can put extra pressure on our bones. And we have stress. Stress creates acidic chemicals in the body, and these can weaken our bones too. So what can you do to help yourself here? Now, you can't totally stop bone loss, but you can do certain things that can certainly go a long way towards protecting them and helping your bone health generally. So the first thing here is to look at exercise. We're looking at what's called weight bearing exercise. So this is exercises that you do when you're on your feet, where your legs are holding up your body weight. So you're looking here at things like brisk walking, jogging or running if you enjoy it. You could do skipping, you could do dancing, climbing stairs. You know, if you're stuck inside at the moment and you can't get out and you have stairs, then running up and down the stairs as many times as you can on a regular basis can be great. Skipping is great. It's really good fun also for your heart health as well. And if you've got one of those little mini rebounders, they're not quite so good, but they can certainly go some way to helping to keep things going with your bones. You can also look at what's called resistance training. This is where you are putting resistance between your muscles and your bones. And when you put pressure on muscles and bones, that helps the bones to keep strengthening themselves, because they keep thinking something's going on when all this pressure is adding to it. So this could be things like doing push-ups and planks. Yoga can be quite good for a lot of this kind of resistance training. And also if you've got these resistant bands, they can be a really nice fun way of getting that little bit of extra exercise in for the day. You can also look at a balanced diet. So as I mentioned before, we need quite a lot of vitamins and minerals in order to help support our bone health. It's not just calcium and magnesium. So having a varied diet with plenty of veg, a little bit of fruit, nuts and seeds, protein as well, these can all go towards helping to keep your bones nice and strong and healthy. You can also look at the minerals themselves that you need. Obviously there is calcium, you need magnesium. So many people focus on calcium, but you need magnesium to take the calcium to your bones. So getting an appropriate amount of magnesium along with your calcium is absolutely vital. We also need vitamin D to help with calcium absorption and strengthening our bones. We need vitamin K as well. So you can take these in your diet with all the lovely foods that you can get. So calcium and magnesium rich foods would be things like your dark green leafy vegetables, little bit of dairy but not too much, and things like your nuts and seeds, and a little bit of dried fruit as well. There's a huge list of foods here, so if the ones I've mentioned you're not particularly keen on, just have a Google and you will find plenty of foods that you can include in your diet that will help to keep you topped up with these vitamins and minerals. You can also look at supplements. We do a nice one called Balanced Mineral Drink that has calcium, magnesium and vitamin D in it, and you can get lots of other supplements too. And the other really important thing is to boost your vitamin D. The best way to do this is in sunlight, but obviously at this moment in time it might not be quite so easy. You can't go out and spend a nice bit of time in the sun. You can look again at vitamin D supplements, but if you are doing this yourself, please be wary. So many women are unnecessarily taking really high doses of vitamin D, and this can be counterproductive. So unless you have been prescribed a specific vitamin D supplement by your doctor or practitioner, then roughly 400 IU a day is a safe dose that you can take ongoing. Other things to look at are foods and drinks to avoid. So that would be things like your caffeine and your alcohol, and also smoking, and remember the stress too. So these can all really cause depletion of the very minerals and vitamins that you need to keep your bones healthy. So it's really important to keep these ones at a minimum. So I hope you found this one helpful. It's an important one because how we look after our bones in the menopause will determine our bone health for the rest of our lives. So it's an issue that's really worth taking time and effort to get this right for yourself. If any of you have any tips on this, any ideas on this or comments, then please let us know, and I'll see you shortly for another video from home.